Be careful, your words are about to become powerful tools that could work against you. If you're not mindful, you might inadvertently speak your own undoing into reality. While many associate Mercury with communication, thought processes, and expression, there's a deeper truth you need to understand. When Mercury enters Cazimi, the heart of the sun, your voice can transform from simple sound into spiritual interference, creating a metaphysical static that disrupts your path. Here's the crucial warning. Speaking too much during this time could prevent your soul from receiving an important energetic upgrade. Yes, being overly vocal right now could literally alter your destined path. And there's something extraordinary approaching on June 3rd that most aren't prepared for. There's a specific reason this date holds significance, and I'll share that revelation soon. So stay tuned. Since today's message centers on the power of restraint, I'll leave some space for your reflection. If you've been holding back words, sit with that feeling for a while. Or if you feel called to break the silence gently, share what's been weighing on your mind below. Mercury reaches its peak tomorrow, so if something's been building inside you, this might be your window of opportunity. Feel free to include 000, the number representing infinite potential, perfectly aligned with this period of stillness. In a moment, I'll reveal why this alignment is secretly broadcasting a message about June. Once you understand it, you'll realize why speaking now carries significant consequences. This alignment occurring tomorrow on the 30th extends beyond that single day. It's planting a seed that will flourish in June's first week. Think of it as a ripple, a preview, a coded blueprint for imminent developments. But here's the unexpected element. This message isn't meant to be voiced yet. It's being subtly embedded within you, like a whisper beneath your skin. If you're too focused on external expression, performance, or verbal processing, you'll miss it. Those who embrace silence now will understand exactly what actions to take when June arrives. Those who speak too freely risk giving others the power to disrupt their path. During this period, your success story can be energetically intercepted. Currently, Mercury is approaching the sun's heart. This isn't merely symbolic. It's an energetic spotlight. Everything spoken under this spotlight becomes magnified, amplified, resonating across the spiritual plane. However, here's the important detail. This amplification doesn't just reach upward toward the divine. It spreads horizontally, touching the minds, hearts, and energy fields of those around you. And not everyone's intentions are pure. This isn't the moment to announce your next venture, share your revelation, or declare your breakthrough. Not because you're hiding, but because your vision is still developing, sensitive, and alive. Speaking too soon makes it vulnerable to distortion. You're granting others access to a timeline they shouldn't influence. Even unspoken projections, others' doubts, envy, or uncertainty can subtly alter your path without your awareness. The interference isn't always intentional. Often it's unconscious. Someone learns of your progress and unknowingly weaves their own fears into your energetic field. This isn't about paranoia. It's about energetic protection. Your future is currently in an incubation phase. Keep it protected. Let it strengthen in silence. Move like a shadow across sunlight. Present, precise, protected. Celebration can come later, but for now, silence is your vision's essential shield. This silence isn't the conclusion. It's the gateway to everything about to manifest. If today feels unusually quiet, if it seems like the universe has paused your clarity, inspiration, or drive, that's perfect. It indicates you're precisely where you need to be. Because this alignment isn't the peak, it's the vacuum, the center of the energetic storm. But what follows this quiet period isn't peace, it's abundance. Once Mercury moves past the sun's exact degree, it advances like lightning. Thoughts accelerate. Downloads arrive intensely and purely. Visions return. Synchronicities multiply. Messages appear in dreams, on screens, in overheard conversations, but only if you've created space for them. Those who fill the silence with noise, scrolling, talking, reacting, will miss both the purpose and the messages. Messages are coming for you, but they're encoded in a language that silence teaches you to understand. If you've honored the stillness, you'll be prepared. You'll sense what's meant for you. You'll know when to act. You'll distinguish between authentic signs and false leads. Don't expect the insight to arrive in a neat package. Sometimes truth manifests as an image, a physical sensation, or an unexpected thought. That subtle urge to post something, to explain yourself, to justify a feeling, choice, or idea, it approaches quietly. Maybe I should share just this one thing. Maybe I should respond to that comment. Maybe I should clarify things. But pause, because that's not your intuition speaking. That's ego in panic mode. During this alignment, something unusual occurs. Your soul briefly takes control. Not permanently, just long enough to redirect the signal. Your ego, which typically drives your internal dialogue and life decisions, senses this shift and resists it. That sudden compulsion to speak, to break silence, to justify yourself to people who don't truly know you. That's your ego trying to regain control. It perceives silence as a threat to its identity. In silence, the ego can't perform, impress, protect, or distract you from your soul's path. The ego thrives in noise. The soul flourishes in stillness. This alignment creates a moment where the mind relinquishes its dominance over the dialogue. In response, it throws everything at you. Random thoughts, emotional spirals, imaginary arguments, strange urges to over-explain to uninterested parties. That's not insight or clarity. It's distraction. Allow the silence to make you uncomfortable. Let it stretch you. Let it reveal what lies beneath. Because truthfully, most people don't fear silence itself. They fear what emerges in silence. This is spiritual psychology. Silence isn't empty. It's a mirror, and what you see in that mirror is your unfiltered self. Accept that. Don't rush to fill the void. Don't drown your discomfort with content, opinions, or reactions. Sit with it, feel it, watch the ego's discomfort. That's how you know something authentic is happening. Here's the secret. If you can endure the discomfort without breaking silence, something deeper awakens. A knowing, a clarity, a stillness independent of external validation. Most can't maintain this space for even 5 minutes, but if you do, you'll notice something subtle yet powerful that will influence your next timeline. And that influence manifests on June 3rd. Here's what others aren't telling you. This alignment isn't just a moment. It's a portal. On June 3rd, the echo of everything you did or didn't say during this silence returns. It doesn't arrive with dramatic signs or cosmic displays. It manifests subtly through events, conversations, synchronicities. The universe speaks quietly but always reflects. If you've chosen silence, not just verbally but energetically, if you've prioritized inner clarity over external noise, June 3rd will bring something unique. A long-awaited conversation finally happening. An unexpected opportunity appearing. But for those who couldn't maintain quiet, who yielded to the ego's urge to interrupt the transmission, the echo will bring distortion, static, confusion, a sense of missed opportunity without understanding why. This alignment is sacred for this reason. It's not just an astrological event. It's not a time for loud manifestation or spiritual busy work. It's a reset, a complete psychic realignment. Silence isn't emptiness. It's spiritual coding space. What remains unspoken now becomes what the universe writes into your future timeline. June 3rd isn't just another date. It's the spiritual response to this moment. So if it feels like nothing's happening now, trust that something's developing beneath the surface. Trust that your silent self is already creating the frequency your future self will step into. It's like planting a seed without announcement. You nurture it. You let it receive sunlight. You don't explain it. Stay present. Stay silent, because the echo is approaching, and it will only resonate with what you kept sacred. Silence doesn't just quiet the mind. It reveals its underlying drivers. There are moments when the barriers between your conscious and unconscious mind dissolve. This alignment is one of those rare times when that inner firewall temporarily deactivates. It's as if your being's entire operating system becomes visible. Your core belief, the one you don't discuss, the one you might not even recognize, reveals itself. You won't hear it as a thought or see it as a sign. You'll feel it raw, subtle, beneath your emotional surface. It often manifests as an unusual tension, a sense of something rising, while everything around you remains eerily still, like an inaccessible memory hovering just out of reach. What you're experiencing is your core programming, not your stated beliefs, not your affirmations, journaling, or intellectual understanding. What's emerging is the deep code, the actual energetic foundation your life is built upon. It might be empowering, like, "I am safe being visible." But for many, it might be darker. "I'm always too late. I'm unworthy. Everyone leaves." You won't hear it explicitly. You'll feel it pressing against your awareness during the silence. This is spiritual gold. This is the hidden script that's been writing your story without your awareness. During this window, it surfaces just long enough for you to recognize and potentially rewrite it. Your silence is the key, and the portal only opens when you stop trying to speak your way through it. The window is brief, lasting hours, not days. But in those hours, you can trace the invisible thread weaving your reality. Not through analysis, but by feeling what rises when your mind has nothing to grasp. Some will resist this. They'll become restless, anxious, irritated. They'll seek distractions, conversations, explanations for their feelings. But if you can remain present just a bit longer, you might witness something that alters your trajectory. Because once you identify the core belief operating in the background, you're no longer bound by it. The silence won't provide a script, but it will reveal truth. And that's where real power begins. When Mercury enters the sun's heart, your mind enters the flame. Not for destruction, but for refinement. Let's address the heat, because that's what this alignment truly concerns. It's not just a spiritual moment, but a fire initiation. Mercury, governing mind, ideas, logic, and communication, literally enters the sun's core. Not near it, not orbiting it, but inside it. Ancient astrologers called this Cazimi, meaning in the heart of the sun. It's exactly that, the mind entering the fire's heart. How does this manifest for you? Some experience overstimulation, racing thoughts, sudden incomprehensible downloads, unexpected emotional waves. Others feel foggy, disoriented, disconnected from time and place. This is the mind meeting its limits. And at that limit, the fire doesn't request logic. It demands surrender. This alignment's fire is alchemical. It's meant to burn away distortion, noise, outdated mental patterns. But it burns whatever's on the surface. If your mind is noisy, cluttered, defensive, that's what it processes. Silence doesn't just protect. It allows the fire to refine rather than consume you. Without words and chatter to cling to, the deeper truth behind the noise begins to crystallize. Let the fire strip your mind of illusions, not essence. This isn't about passivity. It's about being present enough to witness the mind's unraveling without trying to control it. Because this moment isn't about understanding. It's about transformation. You might feel mentally unusual in the coming days. That's normal. Some thoughts will seem overwhelming. Others will disappear mid-formation. You may feel emotionally vulnerable, as if your mental barriers have thinned. Allow it. The fire is working. You don't need to direct it. You just need to maintain enough silence that you don't mistake detox for destruction. Because when this portal closes and Mercury leaves the sun's heart, you'll see what survived the flame and what didn't. That's the version of you moving forward. Most miss the message not because it's quiet, but because they're too busy speaking over it. Here's an overlooked truth about spiritual communication. It's not about the message's volume. It's about the channel's stillness. And tomorrow, during this alignment, the universe opens a rare, clear frequency. It's like a cosmic transmission tower activating, broadcasting only on the wavelength of your silence. We constantly seek signs, answers, clarity, guidance. But how often are we truly quiet enough to receive them? Not just externally silent, but internally still. No rehearsed affirmations, no thought loops, no explaining to the universe what we think we need. Just space. Because here's the truth. Your guides, ancestors, higher self have been trying to connect. But usually, there's no clear channel. Too much noise. Too much interference. Tomorrow, the veil thins, not through pursuit, but through surrender. This is divine telepathy, but it's subtle. They communicate through impressions, sensations, symbols, intuitive nudges, and they need space to manifest. Mercury's heart alignment with the sun doesn't just amplify thoughts, it strips them down. Briefly, your mind becomes an open channel, and whatever's been waiting can finally enter. You might experience unexplained chills. You might think thoughts that feel foreign. You might hear words, sense presences, or see images that linger. These aren't coincidences. But if you're too focused on seeking, you might miss the moment of answer. That's why today isn't about looking for signs. It's about becoming receptive to them. Don't seek, don't force, don't fill the space. Just listen. If you do, even briefly, you might finally hear the voice that's been calling through every dream, déjà vu, and ignored intuition. They've always been present, but tomorrow they'll feel closer than ever. There's a time to create, and a time to become the vessel. Here's the paradigm shift. While many frantically write manifestation scripts, repeat mantras, or visualize outcomes, this alignment's true energy is about stillness, not strategy. This confuses people because we're conditioned to believe manifestation requires action. That more effort, more scripting, more declaring brings faster results. But not today. Today is sacred pause. Today is the inhale before reality's exhale shifts. Today, Mercury doesn't want your spoken desires. It wants you empty of noise to receive guidance. This is manifestation through alignment, not effort. This can be deeply uncomfortable, especially for those used to controlling their spiritual journey. But silence connects you directly with Source, because you're not the architect today. You're the channel. If your mind is too busy planning, you'll miss what the universe is trying to build through you. This is when your future timeline is silently seeded. That seed doesn't need noise. It needs space, surrender, trust. So don't force clarity today. Don't wrestle with intentions. Just listen. Just feel. Let the vision find you. You'll recognize it when your body responds before your mind comprehends. An unexpected tear. An inexplicable peace. A pull towards something unrealized that already feels like home. And tomorrow, if you dare to be empty, you might be filled with something authentic. Silence isn't absence. It's the presence of deeper truth waiting to be heard. Our world constantly demands proof, explanation, response. But tomorrow releases you from these requirements. In fact, it asks you to release them. Because this alignment isn't just an astrological event. It's a divine pause, a cosmic stillness, a reset point for your entire frequency. In that stillness, something ancient awakens. Not your ego, not your plans, but your soul. The part of you that existed before this version of your name, timeline, dreams. The part that remembers your purpose, that knows what to release, that knows your destination, even when you don't. But here's the key. You can't think your way there. You can't word it into existence. You must feel your way back. And that happens when noise ceases. Silence is the frequency where truth returns to the body. So tomorrow, May 30th, don't explain yourself. Don't debate sharing. Don't respond to the urge to be seen or heard or understood. That's not where your alignment lies. Instead, be still. Let silence embrace you like a forgotten friend. Let it show you what you already know inside. The answers, confirmations, timing, they don't await effort. They await space. You don't need to force clarity. You are the clarity. When you stop trying to be anything else, it manifests tomorrow. Don't post from obligation. Don't speak to fill silence. Don't act from fear or noise or the need to make things happen. Because truthfully, it's already unfolding. You're not missing the message. The message arrives through you. All you need is enough quiet to finally receive it. If you're still here, thank you for your attention. If you found value in this content and want more, please consider subscribing. Your support means everything. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.